First of all, let me congratulate all the graduates. I'm extremely happy to be here, and I have a chance to interact with the faculty and also visit some of the facilities at Malnad College of Engineering. And I'm very happy to see the college has made the progress in the last 60 years. Today, it's a very important day for all the graduates, which marks the culmination of a year of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. The quality time you have spent here at Malnad College of Engineering to study, to make friends, and gain experience have become important memories, and it will be forever in your memories in your life. Graduates, as you step into this professional world, remember that learning is a lifelong journey. Engineering is not about learning and writing exams, but it is more about implementing your learning in societal change. As you stand on the threshold of a new chapter in your lives, remember that your education has equipped you not just with knowledge, but with the ability to think critically, to innovate, and to lead. These are the qualities that will drive you forward in your professional journey and contribute to the growth and development of our nation. Friends, you have to embrace every opportunity to grow, innovate, and to make a difference. The future is very bright, and it belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams and have the courage to pursue them. So I urge you to keep your zeal of learning alive and focus on skilling. And today that's very become important. Skilling, reskilling, and upskilling is very critical for not just you, for every one of us. Friends, today we have assembled here at a time when India has completed 75 years and looking to become a leader of the world by 2047. So the developed India is all our dreams, friends. And the main important person who can make that happen is you. You are very young, and you are going to see next 25 years how India is going to shape. So let's look at, today we are said to be the 5th largest economy, and we are going to bound to become the 3rd largest economy in the world. Just ahead of us, only 2 other countries, that is China and America. We have beaten most of the countries. But to stay there, to sustain there, education is very important. So let's look at how India is doing in the field of higher education. For example, in the higher education field, majority of the developed countries have gross enrollment ratio of 90 to 95%. Whether it is Israel, South Korea, Japan, or any other such countries. Even America has about 75% as gross enrollment ratio. But we have today at a rock bottom 28.3. We have done well in the last 20-25 years. From 2001, we had a gross enrollment ratio of 2001, 11%. So we have grown from 11% to 28.3%, that is 18.3% in 24 years. Friends, as you know, Government of India has brought the National Education Policy 2020. National Education Policy emphasizes a lot of flexibility and emphasizes on multidisciplinary learning and hands-on experience and also personalized learning. So all of you have to be responsible for your growth and education. And in that scenario today, we have reached a gross enrollment ratio of 28.3%, but we have a big goal to achieve. But 2035, NEP puts us that we want to achieve 50% gross enrollment ratio. To achieve that, you have to think about 22% we have to add for the present gross enrollment ratio. Then let us look at the numbers. See, today we have 4.3 crore children in the higher education. Out of these 4.3 crore children, only hardly about 10 to 12% are engineering graduates. Majority of our graduates are in BA, BSc, BCom. Okay? And we want to bring this 4.3 with a gross enrollment ratio of 50%. That means we want to take another 4 crores are going to come to higher education in 10 years. So today, our higher education system has about 1,200 universities and 45,000 colleges to accommodate these 4.3 crore children. Okay, if you bring another 4 crore, imagine the challenge is in front of nation, how to accommodate these young aspiring kids to higher education. We need to build similar number of universities, or you have to adopt newer technologies to deliver the field of education. That's why I say we are at the crossroad of higher education. So to become a developed nation by 2047, we need to do more and more in higher education. And without that, we will not be a developed nation. So let us look at how many students of our kids are coming to higher education. See, today, 26.5 crore children are in the school from class 1 to class 5. See, that means India has achieved close to about 90 to 95% of gross enrollment ratio in school education. But after the class 5, the dropouts are starting. Many children drop out because of many reasons. Maybe family problems, financial availability, accessibility, equity, so many issues of a country of 140 crore population. So we could see 26.5 crore children are not coming to higher education. Only 28 students out of 100 students are coming to higher education. So this is a big responsibility on the institutions like Malnad College of Engineering and many such institutions have to take more students. You see, that's why AICTE has opened, the moratorium. So we want good institutions to take large number of students. So there is a need. You see, because today we are living in a global village. You might ask a question, where are the jobs? Let me come to that also. See, today, we have, our companies are doing reasonably well. Today, most of the world is looking at India because we have the youngest population in the world. That is 50 crore children are in the age bracket group of, from 20 to 55. All are aspiring to study more and more. So we need to increase more opportunity for all these people. So AICTE, I don't know how many of you know, All India Council for Technical Education started as an advisory body to the Government of India in the area of technical education in the year of 1945. That is then British government. In 80s, when large number of colleges started mushrooming in southern part of India, particularly from the state of Karnataka, then, Government of India enacted a AICTE Act in 1987. 1987, we became a regulator. If you look at from 87 to now, the growth in engineering and management education, so far we have created close to about 3 crore engineers from last 35 years. And where are these engineers? They're all there, every part and nook and part of the world. You go to any engineering, a technology company, it has to be an Indian heading that company. Today you can look at majority of the top technology companies headed by an Indian with at least 1 degree from India. See, they might claim they are all from IITs and or somewhere abroad like what I have studied also, but please remember, their basic degree is from Indian higher education system. Okay? So India has actually given us, all of us, a fantastic opportunity to learn and to become ourselves what we are today. So that's what I wanted to send a message to you. You have a fantastic opportunity. You have graduated from one of the best colleges in the state of Karnataka, and it also has a good faculty, good infrastructure, good, more than that is more value, education. You see, have a respect for teachers and the whole community. Such good ambience you have been given. Friends, note this. Today, India is the world capital for the engineering and management graduation. We can confidently tell we have delivered the engineering and management education not just for India, for the whole world. If you imagine that in another 10 years we are going to add another 4 crore children to higher education, and automatically into also engineering and management education, STEM areas is very popular in India. So we are going to be the force to reckon with the entire nation. But also remember, world is changing. Today, lot of disruptive technologies have come into our life. AI, generative AI, robotics, and all of these newer technologies, what is called as emerging technologies, are changing the way we work, we learn, and also the future is completely uncertain because of these new technologies. And these new technologies, particularly the generative AI and quantum computing, are changing the way we think even. So let us look at it, how it is changing the face of the work culture. What would be the future of work? To see that you are employable. So the future of work actually is going to be completely uncertain. Please believe me. See, I will give you a small story. When I joined AICTE in December 2022, that time ChatGPT was also came in sometime in November. How many of you have used ChatGPT here? Raise your hands. You see, it was a very good number. See, I asked ChatGPT to tell me, when I joined AICTE, what AICTE does. Believe me, it had a better understanding than me at that time, and it poured out 25 pages. Because as usual, many of us are not having patience to read 25 pages, but I also wanted to be smarter than that machine. I asked ChatGPT to write a poem about AICTE in 4 stanzas of 4 lines. A beautiful poem was there in front of me in 20 seconds. You can go and try this today. Okay? If you have a phone, you please check it and ask to write ChatGPT to write a poem about AICTE. Then, I was not satisfied. I wanted to, because I come from a small town near Chitradurga called Talaku. You see, this is a small place which has given lot of literary people to the state of Karnataka, like T.S. Venkannaya, T.S. Shamarao, and then Tarasu. All of you know, Nagarahavu, that's a movie it's been made. So I asked this machine to write a poem in Kannada about AICTE. Believe me, it's a beautiful poem, came out in 20 seconds. Why I am trying to tell you this story, you have to imagine. It is not about the poem. It is this machine, okay, even if I hired a poet, okay, to write a poem about AICTE, it would have taken 6 months. Because he needs to understand, read about what AICTE does, and then, pen his poem down. But this machine does all that, the background, using the computing, in 20 seconds a beautiful poem is out. Another story also I would like to share with you. When I took a delegation to Taiwan, a student had put up a project. Today I was witnessing some projects in your AICTE Idea Lab also. This project was about, a student had developed a robot playing a guitar, but what he did is, he has integrated AI into it, generative AI. So a composition music, he used to compose the music, ask the machine to play the guitar. You see, in 20 seconds or 25 seconds, this music, he used to show it to me. So I was standing there for 5 minutes. He might have composed about 10 musics. Very unique. It was not copied from anywhere. No plagiarism. Please note this. This machine is so smart. Similarly, many of you might have used Soros, an artistic diagram of anything, it will be ready in 30-35 seconds. So this machine is taking the role of a poet, musician, and an artist, which the skills, what we have been told about these skills, either these skills have to come through your genes. Your forefather or somebody in your home has to be a poet or a musician or an artist to become a musician. Or you have to slog for 10 to 15 years to master it. If you are very committed, you can do it. It is not that it has to be always come through genes, but it will take 10 to 15 years. Believe me, these machines are doing that in 30-35 seconds. With quantum computing coming in, it will reduce further. That means instantaneously it will be done. So are you scared? These skills are very, very unique, which they itself, have been taken by these machines. So anything mundane on memory, on the data, these machines will do better than human beings. So in this world of very difficult work, so graduating is only a degree. You are getting a paper. It's no good for you. You have to actually take a pledge to see, I'm going to skill myself, identify the skill set, what you require. It may be digital skills, domain skills, okay? Or it could be any of these skills. That's why NEP emphasizes on multidisciplinary education, so that you can become what you want and you are employable. So employability depends on skilling, ladies and gentlemen. Skilling is very, very critical. Government of India has done exceedingly well. So among these 26.5 crores, 11 crore children actually go to skill-based courses. It is, the skilling terminology itself has been changed now. It is not just a plumber, electrician, or a carpenter. It is beyond that. It is more about future skills, ladies and gentlemen. It is about the future skill, digital skills. So you need to skill yourself. Otherwise, you will be no relevant today. See, to be relevant, to be there, you have to start taking some skill courses. What AICTE has done in this direction, let me educate you. We have a National Education Alliance for Technology platform at AICTE. More than 100 edutech companies we brought in. So today, whatever specialized courses you want to take, whether it is related to IBM company special courses or any international company, are all coming to India. Believe me, because they know that you are smart, you are talented, you need to be trained only to that direction. That's what these companies are putting through AICTE, many such platforms. So you have to go and search what you would like to learn and immediately take some suggestions from peers and do that. If you don't have anybody to help you, log into AICTE career portal. There's a beautiful portal we have made with 7 lakh jobs, 7 lakh companies actually, offering jobs to you across the world, not just India. Friends, note, today it's a global village. You can be placed anywhere in the world. It is not just in India. So that's the kind of a thing. So you are very smart, you have to get skilled yourself. Skilling becomes a very relevant in this world. And this skilling, you have to get it while you are in college actually. Even now it is not late. Go back and your learning begins now. If you are not skilled, you will not get jobs. So don't blame that there are no jobs. There are jobs for a person who is very skilled. Competencies are important today, not degrees. Competencies are important, not degrees. Remember that. A day will come in 5 to 6 years. Watch my word. 5 to 6 years, nobody will ask you what degree you have got. In 5 to 6 years, they will look at what competencies you have, what skills you have. And immediately they will not even ask you which degree, which university, which college. Believe me, that is going to be the order of the day in the future in the world. So it's a very, very difficult, competitive world. You have to position yourself on top of it. I am very sure all of you are very smart and talented. You can do that. Why? Because I am myself interacting with large number of companies who are coming to India, setting their offices, not just for IT work. See, in the 80s, 90s, lot of technology development companies used to come. Today, there are companies setting up their offices in India and developing what is called as global capability centers. 2,000 companies have set up GCCs in India, ladies and gentlemen. IBM alone has 200,000 people in city of Bangalore. 200,000 people, engineers hired. So there is a fantastic opportunity for you, but it is with you how to get upskill yourself. And this upskilling is not continuous. Why? Because you have to do continuously, because technology is disrupting like crazy. The day what you are using today, tomorrow it will not be there. You might have seen no pagers today, no telephones today. It's all mobile. Okay? So let's look at how we have done as a nation. Whether can we become a Vikasit Bharat by 2047? See, let's look at the public digital infrastructure what we have India have created. All of you might remember in COVID-19, all of us have got the vaccination. But in the digital field, you might have remember all your vaccinations you used to download in a fraction of a second using even WhatsApp. See, I had a friend came in 2022 after the COVID to IIT Guwahati. He was proudly telling, he came from America, proudly telling, no, I have my vaccination certificate printed. So I was listening to him fully after he said, sir, I have this vaccination, you look at it, I'm carrying color printout. I simply pulled out my phone, showed my DigiLocker to him, all 3 vaccination certificate was in my DigiLocker. So he was shocked actually to see. Today as a nation, we have created through this Jan Dhan account and UPI transactions, we are the largest UPI transaction country in the world. 45% of the transaction happen in India. Okay, 40% of the world. That means we are very bold to use this technology because we are not scared of losing money on the internet. There are a lot of cyber activities, criminals, everything. But we as a nation, see, you might watch in the airport, you are going with face as an ID almost to the aircraft in at least 15-20 airports now. Can you imagine that in America and Canada and Japan? No. They will scan you through a 3D X-ray scanner. They are very scared when they take you into the aeroplane. But here, we are going face as an ID, not even now, no checkings also. You might have seen many airports are already, Bangalore airport is so easy to walk in, direct up to almost to the airport. So that's the kind of digital technology India has developed. So even in the education field, AICTE along with Ministry of Education has created a unique ID for every student. I don't know how many of you logged into your APAR ID, Academic Bank of Credits. How many? You see, I think I request the principal first make every student to be part of the APAR ID and Academic Bank of Credits. Why? Because otherwise you will be left out. Why I am telling you is today on APAR ID 30.5 crore children already registered. Okay, how much? 30 crore. That means all my school education and majority of my higher education. Okay, but if you are left out, you will be left out. Why? I will tell you now. 26.5 crore children of school education plus 4.3 crore of higher education have already registered in this APAR ID, and colleges we are going to ask submit all the degree certificates, marks cards, everything into this Academic Bank of Credit. This is like a bank account. It's like a bank account. So everything will happen. No, you don't need to carry any hard copies anymore. Okay? This is going to happen soon, and this unique ID, we can track you wherever you are, whether you got a job, whether you are working somewhere else. So everywhere this APAR ID is very unique, and it is a great initiative of the Ministry of Education. Along with this APAR ID, National Credit Framework, that is any skill courses you earn and any college courses you take, whatever credits you get, we have made it flexible. That means every learning you do, the credits will be deposited to Academic Bank of Credits. So all of you know that UGC and AICTE has already announced 40% of these such courses can be taken out of the universities. It don't need to be done in the universities. So you can do it through Swayam, you can do it through NEET platform of AICTE or Swayam, and go to the college. In a year or two, they have to accept these credits. Once they accept these credits, okay, you can say up to 40% of self-learning. So self-learning is going to be the critical for you. So with this, we are going to add more and more gross enrollment ratio. That's how we wanted to make. So teachers are becoming today not very important, because teachers are facilitators. Teachers are facilitator because lot of information is available to you. See, in my time, when I was a student, I used to take a course, Theory of Elasticity. It's a compulsory elective. You understand what is compulsory elective is. So that means there is nobody else to offer you any other course. That's the only course. It's an elective course. So when I took, my teacher used to come with a chalk piece, nothing else. Right from left to right, all the equilibrium equations, and solve that problem. I was mesmerized. How does he remember? What a genius. But believe me, none of you will like him, because today we'll pull it out from the internet, 2 minutes what he writes in 1 hour in the classroom. So that's where our AICTE Idea Labs, experiential learning, hands-on experience, and skill courses are going to bring a change to you. These are going to be the order of the day, and it is not here. The entire world is changing. You have to be very careful about what you learn, how you learn, and how you get the competencies. Competencies and skillings are very, very important, friends. So AICTE has put up many such new portals, whether it is AICTE internship portal. I don't know how many of you, we have made a mandatory internship so that you work with the company while you are in the college. You get experience, and that then placement immediately happens. Similarly, AICTE career portal, AICTE placement portal for rural engineering colleges we have created. We have also come with many innovations. Today, all my institutions, I can proudly say, has Institute Innovation Councils. We want to create our engineers, students, job givers than job seekers. So we're making them bold enough to solve problems. And today I was able to meet one of the students at your college also. He is so proud, sir, I'm already making revenue generation. So that means you have to be bold enough to create your company. I know it is difficult, but you have to take a chance. Don't be a fear of failure. You remove it from your mind. You can create. Today, India as a nation has created 140,000 startups. And we have grown, large number of unicorns, which has more than 1 billion turnover. And today, 25% of that wealth is coming from abroad to India through these companies started. So who is doing this? You have to look at it. It is not just all the time higher education institution of repute only doing it. It is the students of rural colleges. Many of them actually are being successful because there is a lot of talent and there is nothing for them to lose to do their own startup. So you should be a job creator than job seeker. To do that, it is not very easy. You have to fail many times. Failure is a stepping stone for success. That's a message for you, friends, today from me. Friends, we are here to help you, to take you to the next journey. Because today, India, as a leader in space technology, defense technology, and nuclear technology. I was there actually last month. I was at HBNI, Homi Bhabha National Institute, which has 11 nuclear related institutions. I was also chief guest like here. The kind of activities they have done for the nation, we are actually one of the leaders of the world. So in the technology area, definitely we are the one. All of Indian diaspora only everywhere. Okay. So in this world, and I was with last week when we celebrated the National Space Day. Okay, on 23rd of August, I was with Dr. Somanath. When I asked him, how many of your engineers come from IITs and NITs of Institute of National Importance? When I asked him, he said, zero. Zero student. All his students are come from colleges like Malnad College of Engineering or BDT College of Engineering or such colleges only. So that means you are highly talented. You are capable of doing it. So you have to only have belief in you that I can do it. And this is what people have done, ladies and gentlemen. This is the people. See, ISRO today has put Chandrayaan and Aditya L1 right on spot when developed countries have failed to do it. And who are the people? 30% of them are women scientists. Let's give a big applause to the women engineers of the world. And I'm very happy to see in AICTE approved institution 40 to 45% are girl students. And that brings, and I also see a lot of professors and deans sitting here also in our board. So women has to be in our board. Why? Because they develop the institutions as their home. They take same responsibility what they take at their home in their workplace as well. That will bring a big change for the nation. Friends, today with all these technology, and we are in the forefront. So whether space, defense technology, we are now exporters. No, we are not importing today. We are exporting our defense technologies today. So considering all this, by 2047, we would be definitely a developed nation. But that is in your hand. Today you have to take a pledge. I do something for my nation. That's important. So let's look at it. India was a leader in the 16th century. Our GDP was highest in 16th century. Before British came, you might have heard Krishnadevaraya, we all actually live in the Krishnadevaraya's period. At 16th century, India was actually very rich. 17th century belonged to the Dutch. 18th century was the British, when they cornered the whole, more than 100 countries they were ruling, including India. 19th century, after the World War II, Americans took the lead. And 20th century belonged to Chinese briefly. After the COVID-19, friends, it is India's time. It is your time. So you have to take a pledge and jump into this. And it is doable. So if you look at the numbers and what we have done across the world, it is very imminent. India is going to be the leader again. But at all this, what are we missing? We are missing universal human values. So you should remember, what did we do as a nation during COVID? More than administering 300 crore vaccination to our people and developing technologies. But we also gave 83 countries vaccination at free of cost. That's a goodwill, ladies and gentlemen. It will take you to the next level. That kind of goodwill should be there at a small level with each one of you. Yes, All India Council for Technical Education offers a program called Universal Human Values. Please register for that and learn about yourself, your strength, your capabilities as a human being. You have to be a giver, not always after the money. Money is required to every one of you, every one of us. But you also have to be a human being. So the message is, you have to learn to become a good human being along with all your technological successes. Then only nation will rise. Friends, I urge each one of you, stay connected. Networking is the era today. You have to work together in groups. So AICTE's activities like Smart India Hackathon, Innovation Council activities are today brought more than 10,000 patents being filed by our students of AICTE institutions. 6,600 startups have been created by our students. So it is possible for all of you to do that as a young person So you have to take risks. So taking risk, don't forget that. Today is your day. Lastly, I would like to conclude. I encourage you to make it truly a memorable by expressing gratitude once you step out of this hall to two people. One to your parents, one to your teachers. Whatever they have done, very little it may be, but that's where you have begun your journey as a student. Today is a very important day, so you have to thank your loved ones, that is the parents and the teachers who have contributed to your success today. I also thank every parent who is here. I know you had a lot of other choices to put your children, but you have chosen Malnad College of Engineering as your destination because you had the faith. So today they are graduating, and that means you become an alumni. Come back and contribute to Malnad College of Engineering, because these kind of institutions can grow only with the help of alumni. And you have to come back, and whenever it is possible for you, come back. When you are doing well, remember the institution where you have learned. Once again, congratulations to all of you. May your future be filled with success, happiness, and fulfillment. I look forward to witnessing incredible contributions by each one of you to make our society the leader of the whole world. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.